Hello, this is video 4 for section 1.6 for Math0302 Beginning Algebra. In this video we're going to be evaluating some expressions. Now I'm going to read what it says here and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit. It says substitute the given values for the variable and then simplify to find the value of the expression. It says remember, always use parentheses when substituting a value for a variable. Now, this right here is extremely important because whenever we evaluate something, or when we substitute something into an expression, it's always easier to substitute it using parentheses. Okay, practice 4 says find the value of each expression when x equals -3 and y equals 4. So if x equals -3, y equals 4, I can just plug them in here. A says 7 minus x all over 2y plus x. So I have 7 minus, what's x? Well, x is -3, so I'm going to put that in a parentheses, -3. Over 2 times y, so 2 times y is 4, and I'm going to put the 4 in parentheses. And then plus the x, which was -3. Okay, we need to evaluate this. And to do that, we're going to use PEMDAS. P-E-M-D-A-S. The order of operations. P stands for parentheses. Now, we see a bunch of parentheses in here. But those parentheses, there's nothing that we can do. So we don't really worry about those. Not yet, at least. However, there are actually even more parentheses than what you see in this problem. Because this big division symbol is effectively a parentheses around the numerator and a parentheses around the denominator that is not seen. It's just an understood set of parentheses for those. So this is what you see. This is what we mean. Okay, so it's very important for you to understand that when you do this, you need to evaluate the numerator, evaluate the denominator, and then do the division. Okay, so let's look at the numerator. 7 minus -3. Well, minus and negative just means plus, right? So that just means 7 plus 3. Now in the denominator, there aren't any exponents, and we do see some multiplication. Okay, so 2 times 4 is 8. And then plus a -3 is -3. Then we just simplify further. 7 plus 3 is 10, and 8 minus 3 is 5. Now notice that all we've done here is we've evaluated the numerator, evaluated the denominator. And then all we have left is division. So we have 10 divided by 5, which is 2. And that is our answer. Now let's look at B here. B says y squared plus x. Now y, again, if you look up here, y is 4 and x here is -3. So I'm going to put this in parentheses. The y is 4, and then we square it, plus the x, which is 3, or excuse me, -3. And then we evaluate this. Parentheses, well, there are some, but there's nothing to do. Exponents, well, there is an exponent, which means we need to evaluate it. 4 squared is just 4 times 4, which is 16. Now, plus and negative just means minus, so that just means 16 minus 3. And 16 minus 3 is 13. There you go. This is how you evaluate expressions.